Grace and peace, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Hopefully, you're doing well. This is going to be yet another one of my one and dones where I just record the video and I produce it. I just upload it. So, editor Jason's taking a break. We're not doing any mix ups, any hiccups, anything like that. We're just going to take it like it is and we're going to just go with it. So, I got this idea and this philosophy. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Imagine, if you will, Michael Jordan in the height of his career, Michael Jordan. I think when I said his name, when I said the height of his career, most of y'all remember that he was the man, the goat. He was the man, if you will. But imagine if Michael Jordan started pushing and supporting and propagating a buy here, pay here car lot on the south side of Chicago that was known for horrible cars, terrible customer service, no kind of warranties, and the such like that. What would that do to your image of him on the basketball court? And I mean, he was going hard in it. He does commercials for him and radio ads, and he's always there at the lot, all that kind of stuff like that. Whenever the lot is doing something, a fish fry or a cookout or whatever, Michael Jordan is there. What would that do to your thoughts as it relates to him as a person? I think it's fair to say that eventually, even if he was doing pretty well on the court, eventually your perception of him would start to diminish because he's tied himself to this very shady, very underhanded, buy here, pay here lot that has a horrible reputation. So Michael Jordan's reputation is going to come down, and the reputation of this car lot is never going to go up because of it. Now, granted, they might get some more eyes because Michael Jordan is there. Michael Jordan pushes them on radio and TV. But besides that, though, I think we all can agree Michael Jordan is going to suffer because of that. Now, I bring that up because a lot of Hollywood and entertainers in general have forgotten that their goal, their aspiration is to entertain people. I know people are not going to like this. Down in the comments, let me know that you don't like this idea. But LeBron James is not a luminary. Lady Gaga is not a political thought leader. Beyonce is not a religious person that I should follow and look after. It's just not reality. That's not it. They're there to bounce that ball, sing that song, or in some instances, play an actor, play a role, whatever. But they're not. They're they really should not be seen as authoritative outside of their space. Sure, sure. Steph Curry has a lot of attention because he kills the threes. He's a fantastic basketball player. That does not mean that he has good grasp of politics. Sure, sure. Beyonce can probably sing very well, and she's a phenomenal entertainer on stage. No problem there, no argument. But would you take financial advice from her? What about Bitcoin? Would you take her advice on Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever the new coin is out there? Probably not. You probably say, well, yeah, you be killing it on the stage, but you're not killing it over here on this in this blockchain. Is that fair? Got you. We're gonna look at a couple. We're gonna look at quite a few entertainers that, in my opinion, have forgotten, totally missed that their job is to entertain, not to try to dictate, not try to sway, not try to influence policy. I'm sorry. Now I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that. Feel free to down in the comments. I'll be there in a few minutes. A lot of people are going to disagree with this, but I don't need George Clooney to tell me who to vote for. We're not the same. I don't need Steph Curry to tell me about politics here in Georgia. We're not the same. And I think we need to look at that. So let's pull this video in. There's quite a few of them. So let's go.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump. Um, that's not going to happen.
Donald Trump will not become president.
Oh, that didn't age well.
He's not going to be president. Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. take it to the bank.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
All right, all right.
I think if he becomes the president here, make it great, because the States is already great.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red capes.
On that note, Tom,
Take it from me. How about that?
Cheers, Tom.
And then, of course, there's Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump, just last week, he confirmed to the National Review that he is again considering a run in 2016.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
So when you stand and deliver that State of the Union address, in no part of your mind or brain can you imagine Donald Trump standing up one day and delivering a State of the Union address?
Well, I can imagine it in a Saturday night skit. I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
He will never be president of the United States.
And we better be ready for the fact that he might be leading the Republican ticket next.
I know you don't believe that, but I want to go on.
Sorry to laugh.
Okay, here we are. And which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones, right now, Donald Trump.
And so, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy. All, let's say, cow poo-poo aside, there is zero chance we'll be seeing you being sworn in on the Capitol steps with your hand on a giant golden Bible.
I'll make a prediction, though, for you. And I don't really get into predictions much, but this one I'll go way out on a limb. Donald Trump will never, ever be president of the United States. That Trump should not be in this race. He's an absurdity. He is a travesty.
Donald Trump will never be elected president of the United States.
Wow.
Donald Trump is a here today, gone tomorrow candidate for president of the United States. Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Ever respectful of the fact that the people have not voted, he's not going to be president of the United States.
Let's be clear. Donald Trump will lose the election.
I mean, he had a really good chance to be different and really have a chance to change things, but he doesn't do the work. He's lazy.
We talk about him every day, and we continuously bash him.
He's not going to be the president. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
And we're coming to a point where if you're Hillary Clinton, you're honestly probably starting to think about not just whether you will win, but how big your win will be. And then you say that Donald Trump has the best day in the entire world, completely outperforms expectations, and he wins all of the toss-up states. He wins all 5 of those states, plus that electoral college vote in Maine that he's after. If he wins all of the toss-ups, which would be insane because nobody wins all of the toss-up states, even if Donald Trump did win all of the toss-up states, he would still lose.
To be a wake-up call to the Republican Party. Despite Boris thinking that Donald Trump could win New York, like this, the presidential race is over.
Could I just cut through? I have one thing to say, one thing only, and that is that this race is over. Tomorrow morning, the money will dry up. The Republicans will start to hide. Trump has no place to go. This race, effectively, as of tonight, is no longer a presidential race. I mean, everything I know about presidential politics, and I've been through 5 of them, I've never seen one like this. This race is over. You might as well accept it. And the question now is, how do you minimize damage? And the only way you can do that, it seems to me, is to try to grab hold of some old conservative value things and do what Mondale did in '84, which was try to save a few people down ballot. But as far as Donald Trump's concerned, it will never, ever, ever happen.
Wow.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
That's kind of crazy. And I wanted to bring that in because I felt like there are multiple examples, and this is more like political and pundit leanings, but there were tons, I'm sure we all have seen them, tons of actors and actresses, athletes and musicians, and all of them that have kind of thrown themselves into this political malaise. And at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, we don't care what you think. We don't care. So you saw how many times Nancy Pelosi swore up and down that that man would never be president, and lo and behold, not only was she was wrong twice. And I mean, the jury's out on whether or not she was wrong in that second time when he ran. But you got my point. So I just think that as we're looking at this, I just want to encourage y'all. Don't be bothered by the celebrity. Because I think also what we saw in this most recent election is that mainstream media, the legacy media, they don't really have the pull that they used to. They really don't. They really don't. People would much rather engage with, interact with podcasts and content like this on social well more than go to MSNBC and CNN and Fox and all the legacy. They go there just to get like the the high view. But when they want to get into the weeds, they come to channels like these. They come to other channels, even on social. They would much rather engage with people. So I think that that's very powerful. I thought it was extremely interesting how many people just swore up and down that Trump would never be president. But I got one more for you just before we cap this up. I thought it would be good, and I have not gotten it pulled in, so we're gonna get that pulled into here. This one is good. I think this is a good summary of what happened on last Tuesday. So let's pull it in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Captain Sam, can you hear me? On your left.
Joe Rogan.
Is that everyone? What do you want more?
Come on now, that's hilarious. Come on, that's hilarious.
Avengers! Assemble.
Come on now. You gotta admit that was hilarious. Shout out to whoever did that and put that together. I thought that was funny. Now, when the smoke clears, when it's all said and done, politics is what it is. It is a nasty, dirty game. It is not my Lord nor my Savior. I recognize that politicians and government work at the behest and at the pleasure of my God. So as long as the King of Kings is still ruling, as long as the Lord of Lord is still on the throne, I'm okay with whatever happens here. And I hope that you do the exact same. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. We're out.
Yo, hit that like for deal with Christian. Yo, for deal with Christian, smash that bell for DWC. Yo, smash it, just smash it. Hit that like for deal with Christian. For deal with Christian, smash that bell for DWC. Yo, smash it, just smash it. Hit that like for deal with Christian.